Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning, good morning. I hope you all are doing well this morning. I hope you're having a Merry Christmas so far. Good morning. Let's see who's in here. We got Melinda. Welcome. Greta is here. Good to see you, Greta. Philip. Good to see you, Philip. Tim. Welcome, Tim. Let's see. We got Sharon in here this morning. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? We got Jessica in here this morning. Paul Voss, welcome, welcome. And yes, we will be discussing the Gay-Tor King and his threats against me. I'm still processing it. Good morning, Victoria. Yeah, I'm still processing it all. It doesn't it's not going to affect my life. Good morning, Redzilla. Good morning, Laura. Yeah, it's not going to affect my life. He's really stupid. He is, oh, good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Lisa. He's a felon. And he's got a platform where they're making threats. Like, oh, I'm eating my breakfast this morning. I don't just have my coffee. I got my breakfast too. So, just really dumb. Very dumb. I will say, good morning, Hees. I got people who really want me to report him. I'm debating about what to do. Obviously, I did save it. And so it is in, like, the clip is in my files. I will be discussing it with my attorney. I'm not gonna call my attorney and do a special appointment. This will be, when we our next routine call. This will be a part of that, and I will be discussing with my attorney other stuff. Good morning, Patty. So yeah, there is. This will be discussed. AVA, what's up? Um, so yeah, this will be discussed. But yeah, I'm not going to spend special money on it because that's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. Money. I am trying to find out how I can go live on True Social. If anyone knows if I can do that, let me know. I want to, but haven't. Not my thing. I was absolutely disgusting. Yeah, it was. But many people sent me the clip, and I thank you. And a lot of people said they were reporting it. Um, that's all on you. I'm not gonna tell you to report it or not to report it. You know, just as I'm not gonna tell you to go watch their show or not watch their show. You do what you do. You do you. Good morning, Gary. Hmm. Exactly, Tim Fox. Um, I will show you guys the my X account. I tweeted this out. So I tweeted out the video and I put this YouTube channel is so mad at me they threatened me. Unlike Nick Fuentes, my home was protected. So 76 views. Put it out this morning. Is what it is. Um, uh, and if you guys don't know what happened with Nick Fuentes, they put out his address, just like how these guys were. They gave a partial address, but Nick Fuentes' address was posted online, and an assassin showed up to his house. Luckily, the cops did respond. They did kill the guy, and Nick Fuentes had to give a statement. But um, yeah, I trust me, I am protected. Anyone shows up to my home, not going to have a good day. And that's where I can't believe he's this dumb. Is this guy Chris? Is he a felon as well? Does anyone know that? I'm going to put this up. So there, there we go. I'm not going to play the audio because I know he's going to try to copyright strike me. But look at him in his stupid gay leather hat, and he got that from Lisa, Lisa and Tori because they like the gay leather look. This dude, this dude is trying. He's a wannabe. Like this guy's trying to be like a Tiger King, and he comes off way more gay, which is amazing. Um, and like they're all like three dudes sitting at a table. I gotta wonder if it's a Jergens jerk going on underneath. You're not seeing what's going on underneath that table. Uh, And then he's got his son. Everything about this is trashy. Like all the way down to his flame skull t-shirt. I'm a tough guy. I got skulls and flames on my shirt. And oh, he was actually in the army. Okay, I don't care. What's that got to do with me? Nothing. Um I yeah, he was in the army. Okay. Let me guess. 4 years. He did 4 years. 4 to 6 years. One-term contract, right? Did Am I guessing correctly? A one-digit midget? Yep. Chris so I okay. I Belinda, just need to clarify. Chris or Robbie's a felon. Is Chris a felon? Uh this guy right, well, you guys can't see my cursor. But the guy on the far right, is he a felon? Because if he is, first off, felons are not supposed to be hanging out with each other. That is a big no-no. Especially because I think Robbie is still on parole. Well, his son doesn't look like the brightest guy. I don't know. He may be. But I just have to ask, does the beard come in all white trashy like that, or does he have to like manicure it that way? Both of them. Both of them. Like, I don't know about the son. I'm talking about Chris. Is Chris a felon? Because a felon making threats, that's a big deal. Very big deal. And I'm sorry for eating. I'm just hungry, guys. I got people commenting. You know, it makes me chuckle because did they think I was gonna like change the way I do things? Did you guys think you were gonna change me, have me alter the way I do things? You don't know the skipper. You don't know the skipper. Doing shit like this, just like this, uh, it shows me that what I'm doing, one, it bothers you. It bothers you. I have an effect on you. You don't have an effect on me. uh, I have to do a check. Ask Spawn Trooper. Spawn Trooper is not talking to me. Um, but yeah, the this does not affect me. It affects you. I am in your head. I've never watched their show. I've never even talked about this. I didn't even know Get Swamped. I didn't even know that existed. Like, is that what the show is? Yeah, Get Swamped. Okay. Is that supposed to be like a play on Get Smart? Maybe you should keep it Get Smart, and you should get smarter. You can do a public inspection. I mean, I'm just asking if anyone knows. No one has to spend money or do any, added effort. Someone knows. Someone will let me know. Um, but did they think that like I'm gonna suddenly stop doing because Chris wanted to issue this threat? Like, born and raised deep swamp, Louisiana, and trust me, he's a wannabe. Oh, absolutely, Just Journeys. Absolutely, he's a wannabe. It, what's funny about these guys is his whole persona is all about being a macho dude. You know, I wrestle gators. I got gators on my property. I got snakes. Like, dude, you're a mentally ill douche. Like, what if they said that just right? Right? They could, and this is why I'm glad they did it to me rather than um someone who has is dealing with something. Like this didn't like affect my mental health at all. Years ago, it might have. Not today. Not today. Please tell me you're going to at least do something about this. They also posted a pic of your son and wife and doxed her. Oh, please, Elizabeth, please get me that clip. Please get me that clip. Oh my, like when crazy meets crazy. Oh my God, we're talking. It, I'm gonna steal the Batman line. This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Oh my God. Please tell me they doxed her. That Christmas will have come early. So early. Oh my. Oh my. Uh like she will lose her shit. And you want to talk about someone who cannot control their emotions? Yes. Like she sent her boyfriend to attack me. Okay? You want to dox her? Good luck. It's on Facebook. Um, send me screenshots and clips of it. Um, yeah, like these dummies. How stupid. How stupid. That's just Florida Gators, dude. You know he's not a fan. He's only wearing this shirt because of he's got Gators. Like this is how douchebags like him operate. Okay, I don't ask you guys for anything. I've never asked for anything on this show. Uh, I've never asked for money. I've never anything personal. But I'll tell you this. Here, I will put the PO box down below. If someone gets me this skull flame shirt, I will wear it on the stream. Oh my God, it is so bad. Okay. No, I did the wrong thing here. Hold on. I'll add in. There we go. So I've added the PO box to the ticker. If I'm not, I'm not saying get me that shirt. I'm saying if someone gets me that shirt. Oh, I wear an XL by the way. If someone gets me that shirt, I will wear that on this stream just to make fun of Chris, just to make fun of his dumb ass. Like, what a tough guy. I'm tough. I'm gonna talk shit on the internet.
Right.
These guys, as Stacy puts it, world's dumbest criminals episodes. Yeah. Right? Right, Just Journeys? Why would gators ever need rescuing? They are fine. Leave them alone. Leave nature alone. All of these exotic pet people, they all have a mental issue. They really do. And you saw that in Tiger King with the guy who was the former exotic, and he was like, yeah, part of me always wants to go to that. There's a mental issue. Embrace it. Go get help. Talk to someone. Team YouTube is on X. That's how I report things. I mean, you can report it that way. I'm not telling you to report it. I'm not telling you not to report it. You do what you do. You do what you need to do. I don't know what I'm going to be doing if I'll be reporting it. What's barely there? Oh, it's barely a good morning, Georgie. Georgie, why are you not coming on stream? You got the link. You. Some of these people are like, oh, I don't have the link. It's one thing when the link screws up, and which does happen. But yeah, some of these people are like, he didn't send me the link. Most of them have it. If they've been on the show, they probably have the link. Yeah, they need moments of being rescued. No, this is all him having gators is all attached to his masculinity. Not getting into it, Elizabeth. Yeah, it's not for public consumption. Yeah. I need the Gong Show theme song. I might look that up today. But yeah, like gators don't need rescuing. You're just trying to show what a big tough guy you are by having dangerous animals. That's all you're doing. It's like Richard Allen was sentenced to 130 years. I did see that. They think I look like him because I don't have hair. and because I've got a goatee. But oh, you're in a mood. Ooh, it's probably not a good thing because I'm a shit stirrer. Georgie knows it. That's probably why she's avoiding. That's okay. That's okay. You do you, boo. I love you. I love you, Georgie. He's getting on years, has trying to keep his mouth in shape. Oh, Richard, yeah. That dude is gonna get so raped in prison. Like you can always tell. You can always tell. I'm not worried, Cassandra. These guys like these who talk tough on the internet, they can never back it up. And you saw it with the assassin of Nick Fuentes, the potential assassin. Like they they're so in their head that they can't even execute a plan. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's and I'm so tired of people with mental issues like coming at me instead of like just go to therapy. Like this guy with his gators, dude, get rid of the animals, release them, give them to a zoo. Like you're not doing you're not contributing to society. Like you're not. But I'd rather swim with the gators than sharks. Um, no, I think I'd rather go sharks myself. Yeah. I do need to add that Wolverine's. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Yeah, Bruce is stranded, and he's having nightmares. Okay, and I did talk about this in Shady Bunch. When you have nightmares as an adult, guess what that is? PTSD. Me, Jeremy, Megan, Tug, everyone doing stories on this, we have given Bruce PTSD. Not by trying to. It's because he feels everything is an attack. These guys think that everything is an attack. They do. And they cannot deal with it. Like they can't just move on with their life. They've got to attack me, they've got to attack others. Like people think when I say, "Hey, go talk to a therapist, go talk to a counselor," they think I'm attacking them. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm literally giving you advice. The best advice I can give. Exactly, Stacy. I'm gonna put that comment up.
All 300 infantry, you made it.
Like you're already in a federal lawsuit, you moron. You're already in one. Yeah. Complex PTSD. Yep, the nightmares are bad. I used to get nightmares all the time. Again, I went to therapy. I worked on it. I took medication. I took or I I went to different things. I tried different things. I went to Reiki. I spent time doing guided meditation, stuff like that. And it fact check this: Louisiana wildlife doesn't have a record of alligator attacks in the last 100 years. Florida needs to stop jacking with them. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think they, we are not their prey unless we make themselves, unless we make ourselves their prey. Like, just leave them alone. Leave the animals alone. It's great to see. I'm the way I'm pointing right now. Joshua Tree National Park is less than half a mile. I could literally walk into the national park. Lots of beautiful, beautiful wildlife. We we've got coyotes, we've got bighorn sheep, we've got mountain lions, we've got all these great things. Do you see me in there effing with the animals? No, leave them alone. Go talk to a therapist. Like domesticated animals, those are fine. What like yeah. I had a neighbor I had Marines who they had to have a pit bull. And it was like, why? Why do you have to have that dog? And they would get mad because they're banned from base. And it's like I had one who was like, "I'm going to fight this." I'm like, "Who are you fighting?" The general issued a lawful order, and you have to follow it. You want to fight it? Okay, I'll just tell you right now, you lost. Like he does have authority over you. You can't have pit bulls on base, um, because a lot of there's a reason why every shelter is filled with pit bulls. There's a lot of people who argue with you and they get them and they're not good pet owners. And that's how those dogs end up um, in the shelter. I have yet to meet a pit bull owner, someone who was like, "No, pit bulls are great." I've yet to meet one who went and rescued at a shelter. They've all found a dude in the parking lot of Walmart. A homeless lady snapped off sidewalk, eaten in city limits. Yep. Got a gator right now in the lake in the back of my house. We leave each other alone. I know he's there. I'm sure he knows I am as well. Yeah. So I guess you would like a gator in your pool or at your back door or eating your dog. Um, I don't take my dog into dangerous situations. Like if you live in Florida, Louisiana, and there's a body of water, do you know how you can tell if there's a gator in it? Is the water wet? then there's a gator in it. Don't let your animals near the water if it's a pet. You know, uh, these he does gator shows. Okay, he's exploiting these animals. That's what this guy does. Um, and but it's all for his ego, his machismo. You know, I am so glad even though I you know, in the military, it's a very machismo place. I never, or for a while, I fell into that trap. But then I recognized what I was doing was bad, and I got out of it. Oh, okay. Thank you, baby cornball. I mean, it happens, Sandra. You know, you guys do what you need to do. Yeah, you don't walk your dogs near the edge. Oh, yeah, but he keeps the animals, Bonnie. He keeps the gators. What he should be doing is working with the state of Florida to have them released back into the wild. Not in the neighborhood, but in the wild. There's many state and national parks. Like keeping a wild animal. No. Like I understand if he were coming in and getting them out of someone's uh home or neighborhood, totally support that. But that's not what he's doing. He's exploiting them. I made sure I'm not in Gatorland waterway 7 miles away. Yeah. A friend of mine, she lives not far from the ocean. She's got a little pond. There's gators in it. She's got animals. She doesn't take them near the pond. Good morning, Georgie.
Morning, darling.
Peanut butter toast was a bad thing to come on stream. It sticks to the roof of my mouth.
Well, that's a quick change of subject. Okay, so this is how I feel about the fucking gator thing. If you want to save gators, take your ass up there in Alabama, North Alabama, where gators don't fucking belong. Where idiots have had them as pets and released them into the wild
Yep.
to destroy our natural wildlife.
The same people who do what he does are the same people who get the anaconda snakes. And then when they get too big, they release them in the wild in Florida. Now Florida has a massive invasive species problem.
Bonnie, shut the fuck up and go back to your fleas.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Bonnie, these people threatened me. Okay? They threatened me. Live, public video, threatened me. Okay? Trust me. I know more about these guys than they do about me. He's also reintroducing an endangered species of caimans.
You understand caimans are sold as pets to people in pet stores all over the fucking country, right?
You're literally talking about a felon. Okay, you guys are justifying a felon who was trying to sell these animals outside of the country. That's what he was. Because he pled guilty, I believe. Correct, Georgie? Do you know?
2 years.
Yeah. So he admitted the guilt, and you guys are in here. Oh, he does. The dude needs to get out of the gator business. He's a piece of shit. But I'm the world's biggest piece of shit, according to them. You do realize when you're a piece of shit and you call someone else a piece of shit, it's like double negative. They're telling me I'm a good person. They did not threaten you, Bonnie. Yeah, they did. Actually, everyone, you tell me. You tell me in the chat. Did he threaten me? Hold on, let me switch to.
That's the news article where he took 2 years in fucking federal prison for trafficking poisonous snakes, not just around the fucking country, but across the world.
Yeah.
Into countries that didn't have these poisonous snakes.
This is not a guy who should be like, they should have made him that he could not have exotic animals. This is like a someone who's been guilty of a gun offense, getting out of prison and owning more guns.
Okay, you fucking morons that are in chat. When a motherfucker sits on a stream and tells a man to put a gun in his mouth and blow his brains out, it's legally considered a death threat, you fucking idiots.
I'm gonna be right back. And get more coffee.
But yeah, you go hang on whatever that fucking flea tells you. She's too ignorant to even realize that Bruce was denied. That wasn't a win for your side. Sure, Florida. Let's talk about domestic violence. Let's talk about it. They want to talk about domestic violence, Mike.
Let's talk about it.
Apparently, they've never seen a man be abused.
I've got the police reports of where I was attacked.
What did Mike do to this child? He saw something, so he fucking said something.
I called CPS. That's what I did. I can't. Won't let me do two at once.
To our regular people in chat, I apologize for my anger this morning, but I'm sick and tired of the bullshit.
I'm sad, Bonnie. I'm just going to point out here that I am acknowledging mental illness and telling them they know they need to go get help. They are trying to encourage me to commit suicide, and they're putting my at least my partial address out there. That's what they're doing. That's the difference. Yeah, I didn't do anything to the child. I made a CPS report. That's what I did. Because I could see abuse. I can tell that these guys are abusive dudes.
You mean the same fucking pictures that cunt posted? If she didn't want those images public, maybe she should put them on her screen.
Show me the law. Quote the law. Because I'll tell you this right now, you're absolutely wrong. You're 100% wrong. You cannot find a law of doing that. I posted a picture that they posted. I just reposted it. That's all I've done. That is not illegal. It's not even unethical. And when I posted it, I also said, hey, I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. So I gave a good message with it.
Bonnie, nobody fucking invited you here in the first place. Kick rocks. We don't care.
This isn't an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. You can go. You're not bothering me. Go. Anyone who doesn't want to watch my show, don't watch.
Oh, you're attacking a child because you're a YouTube opportunity whore. Where?
I've never posted the child's picture on. Well, only when we created the gives or the change.org position. Only time you've ever seen her picture on the show. Any other time, this is Harley Grace. This is who comes on the show. Harley Grace comes on. Harley Grace, do you want people to give to your Amazon wish list? Yes, I do. So I'm not doing anything to a child.
You're right, Coop.
Yep, you're absolutely right, Mr. Coop. What they're doing is cyber harassment. It is cyber harassment. Now, whether or not I'm going to file a report. I don't know. I'm going to debate that one. I don't have to rush.
I would just send it to do like Jeremy would do with the situation, send it to your attorney and get his advice on it first. He's the original screenshot. Do you know how many of us took that fucking screenshot and posted it in the group?
Here's the thing, Flawed Native. All the screenshots are going to be proven in court. There's metadata attached to them. You can't fake metadata. Like, as Jeremy has said, the internet remembers.
Especially Facebook.
Winter is coming. I have zero morals. How? How do I have zero morals? I saw abuse of an elderly veteran and a child, and I made a call.
Oh my God. These people are brainwashed.
Crybaby dishes but can't take it. What have I done? I'm laughing about this. Like I said, this is hilarious. They've literally made my Christmas. Like they're the one stupid enough to do this. So everyone is a mandatory reporter. Correct, Nanny Goat. Thank you. Now, if I went into their chat and called them, I called them, abusers and stuff like that. Do you think they would let me stay in their chat, or do you think they would think they'd kick me out? I'm letting you stay here because I'm just going to make you look stupid. Yeah, if Skipper did something wrong with CPS, the system would be after me. Yep. Oh, creepy. Okay.
Hey, chat. Hashtag see something, say something.
Creepy
Show these
is
idiots how it's done.
needing gators to prove your masculinity. That's creepy. That is very creepy. Like, I have a poodle, and when I was given her, they asked me, the custom canines asked me, what if we gave you a little poodle? Would you be okay with that? And I was like, yeah, I'd be fine with it. And they're like, really? A Marine? You'd be okay with a little poodle that you carry around? I'm like, if that dog helps my condition, I will give that dog as much love as I can. And that's how I got my dog. I don't need a big dog. Oh, now I'm low IQ. Okay.
Bless your heart, darling.
You're the one coming in here. Attacking people and calling them names. I'm not. I'm calling out the truth.
So, Flauta, you think it's okay to tell people to put a gun in their mouth and blow their brains out? That's okay.
Yeah, that's abusive behavior. Robbie and Chris are abusers. They both have mental health. Like, I think... Nah, I won't go down that road.
What?
You've got a problem with black women in the military. Do I? Okay.
Apparently you're racist now, too?
Apparently only racist to black women in the military.
Bless his heart.
I love black women. If any black women want to come out here and have some fun with me for a weekend, my phone number is in the chat. I could end up with a harem of black women. Georgie, move over.
It's okay. Oh shit, I forgot about my name from last night. It still says the same thing. There's plenty of Mikey to go around. Me too, Paco. That's why I got on here to fucking say something, because I am so sick of this shit.
I'll go. I gotta put out that shirt. Don't rope me into your issues. Later, Poodle Boy. Yeah, I would much. I am the Poodle King. There we go. I'm the Poodle King. He's the Gay-Tor King. I'm the Poodle King. Like, There we go. Hold on. No, that's the wrong thing. Hold on.
Thank you, cornball.
Ugh.
He,
Before I had a
oh,
poodle, I had beagles. I'm not one of these guys who needs a big dog to prove I'm a man. For years, I drove a Toyota Yaris. I don't need a big car. You know, I don't need a muscle car. I don't need a Mustang to prove I'm a dude.
for fuck's sakes, Bubbles is the one having nightmares about the depot
The
because
gay.
him got in trouble.
Yep.
Oh
Homophobic.
no, you're. Oh my god!
How
Push
is
the
calling
button.
him gay homophobic?
Push the button. Push the button. Push the button.
What do you think Robbie and Chris are doing off camera? Do you think someone's getting a Jergens massage underneath that table?
That poor man looks like he's been beaten and abused.
You know, he just needs to go get help. Like, I am not your problem. I've never mentioned you. I've never mentioned your show. The only time me and Spawn Trooper talked about him lying and saying that he trained that, I believe it was the 82nd Airborne for a month or the Green Berets or something. Like, dude, he's full of shit. He is
Pause.
full of shit.
Terry, for the fucking record, I wasn't even gonna say nothing on here, but I am fed the fuck up, and I'm in a
Whatever
mood,
he wants to
so
say,
I'm
he
gonna
can
say
say.
it.
Terry, the thing is, I'm not addressing anything publicly. I will say, he's had some personal crises in his life, and he needs to address those. He should not be on a live stream. That's what I'll say.
Can I say something, even though it's on your stream?
Yeah.
Spawn has been having a tantrum for the past 2 weeks because I asked him to stop being hateful to the chats. He is mad because he wanted Mike to take a side.
We don't have to get all into it. You know, I wanted left out of everything. That is that was my my sin, and that's okay. That's okay. I still want left out of everything. Like this whole shit with Robbie. Don't rope me into your issues. Robbie needs help. He needs to go. He's already a felon. That wasn't enough of a wake up call. The dude does not need gators. He needs a therapist. That's what he needs. I've said the same thing about Stupid Dave. Needs a therapist. Like Slug attacked me. Like, and Slug was really ruthless in his attacks, but I could recognize he had some issues. And when he finally realized, oh, I'm in some deep shit, and I did some bad stuff. I didn't call him any names or anything like that. I didn't say you need to fucking apologize. That's a stupid thing. People who want an apology most times is pretty stupid, especially if they want it public. No, I talked to him. I was like, dude, I could tell there was something going on, and you know, I didn't really need to do anything against you. You know, just like I don't want to do anything with Robbie and Chris. I live in their heads.
Yep.
You know, I live in their heads. I didn't do anything for them to come at me. Everything you guys are complaining about me doing, perfectly fine. It's all perfectly fine. And don't you see consistency in my behavior? That's one thing you will see out of people who are dealing with things healthy. they will deal with it in a consistent manner, and it'll be consistently healthy things.
Big Dirt, I
Well,
think it'll be at the flea market, not on the Facebook marketplace, but same
yeah,
difference.
but you're 100% correct. All these people giving money, like, yeah, they're just enabling a couple of pill poppers. That's what they're doing. Again, what have I said about Lynette? She doesn't need a lawyer. She doesn't need a fence. She needs a therapist. That's what she needs. Consistency. Consistency. He's being a
Every
dick.
every single one of them deny, deflect, blame the other person.
Oh yeah, every single time, every fucking time. I need to get that one from old school.
Lynette's the type A class narcissistic piece of shit, and all them other people are her flying monkeys.
She already has a diagnosis of Munchausen by proxy. Like, she was already diagnosed. Can't do anything about it. That's not me. That's on her. What time are you guys going live?
Me and Coop's gonna do ours this afternoon because I gotta go to the Dollar General
Oh, okay.
this morning.
Why do people love the Dollar General so much?
I normally try to stay away from there, but I'd rather go to Dollar General, less people than
My
Walmart.
mom loves Dollar General. Like, if I go to a dollar store, I prefer to go to Dollar Tree. But only my Dollar Tree because it's clean. Like, yeah, a lot of them are not. But yeah, I've noticed this a lot of because here in town, all these people go to the Dollar General too, and I'm just like, okay. Like, it's Temu stuff for Amazon prices. Did you guys see? I was sent this. I haven't been through the 5-year-old's Christmas list, but I was sent. There's a scantily clad calendar of women, Harley Davidson women. Apparently, that's on the list. She probably has as well, but I thought in Ashley's CPS case, they did diagnose Lynette with Munchausen.
Yes, both of the stepdaughters that spoke out said that Lynette and Lynette's mother both were diagnosed with Munchausen.
And I'll point something out. Like, the people with Munchausen, they're a lot like these people with these animals. These animals that they need an animal to protect them, or they need an animal to pretty much to show their machismo, right? Do you ever notice how it's never about giving the child a good life? It's never about giving the animal a great life. It's all about them. It's all about them. Other people and other things serve to fulfill their emotional needs. That's unhealthy. The only thing I ever need to be good emotionally is me. Welcome, Coop.
What's up? Good morning, chat.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
I need to thank you and Mama Coop. I saw you guys placed an order on Veteran Nation Foundation.
Well, goody for her. I like it. I appreciate you wanting to send it, but the little bit that she spent is going to a good place, and I would rather her buy them to help somebody than, you know what I mean?
It'll probably go towards us putting on the 5K, which if this 5K is successful, we'll be able to give that money to another veterans charity. So that'll be a good thing. It's cyclical. It's like a circle.
But I really appreciate you offering to send them, but I really wanted her to buy them because I know every penny helps veterans that you can get. So
Well, I'll
that,
tell you
that
what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you guys some extras.
oh man, you don't have to do that.
Oh, that's what they're putting up. Oh my God.
Huh?
Oh no, the doxing that they put up, it was sent to me. Thank you, Elizabeth.
And
That's
just whoop,
go ahead.
just to let everybody know, the beast is fully set up and rolling, and it was painless. The new computer.
Nice.
There's a migrant gang home invasion in Aurora, Colorado right now.
There's what now?
Illegal immigrant gang home invasion happening in Aurora, Colorado right now.
Oh, no news there. That's typical. You let
So-
in millions and millions of illegals, and that's going to happen. That's all right. Big Daddy's coming to the White House soon. He'll get all this fixed. I will tell you one thing, though. I don't like this keyboard. It's one of them funky.
Sorry for coughing in the mic.
It's one of those funky keyboards that lights up, and the keys are like stand above the keyboard top deal. It's really weird.
I would imagine it's cold in Alberta. Dollar General is part of Walmart and Sam's Club. That makes sense. Yeah, I just got confirmation that Robbie, for all the good he does saving these gators, yeah, he sells their hides.
That's big market down here. That's big money. There's actual people that have gator farms that's literally what they do is raise them for the meat and the hides. When I was a teenager, they put alligators on the endangered species list down here. And that's why the hunting season on gators isn't like what you see on TV. Down here, it is costly. It's like $200+ just to get a tag. And then you don't put out lines like they do in Louisiana. You have to literally either harpoon them or shoot them with a bow. It's nothing like what you see on TV. And there's only a limited amount of tags that get given out every year. It's not like Louisiana where thousands and thousands of alligators are killed every year.
I do want to address this. It's me. You don't want a revolt. You don't want a civil war in this country. It will not be pretty. Like, if you want to talk about your family members being, victimized and possibly killed, that's what would happen. We have processes. Those processes, as long as those processes work, we can avoid a revolution on either side. And that's what we should always strive for, is to make sure those processes work. That's why, like with all the stuff with the Supreme Court has every single time backed Trump. So that to me shows you that the process eventually does work. Was Angry Vet in the house? Thank you, Angry Vet. We want to do a veteran stream, Angry Vet. TC was putting it together, I believe. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Everyone check out Angry Vet's videos. He's been screwed over by his VA.
Good morning, angry veteran. How was you this morning?
I don't get how people cannot watch Tiger King, that series, and not understand that there's a mental illness component.
Well, Gatorland, when it first came out in Florida, it wasn't up around where it's at now. It originally started right outside of Plant City, in between Plant City and Tampa. It's basically right outside of Dover. Well, when I moved to Missouri, they moved to where they're at now because it got so big. Now they've turned the original Gatorland into Dinosaur World. So if you ever see videos on Dinosaur World in Florida, that's where the original Gator World started.
Okay.
It was just right off of Interstate 4. I mean, they had gators, big concrete gator statues all along the highway.
Angry Vet, I had a YouTube account called Get Swamped. Tell me last night I should put a shotgun in my mouth and in my life. So that's what we're discussing today. The big topic.
Well, I'm sorry, but true Southerners don't live in the villages. The villages is basically where all the drug addicts and swingers and sadists and all that live. I mean,
there in Boca Raton, it's like all northern transplants.
Yeah, it's basically what she said. It's snowbird land. I mean, they move down here and stay. They don't go home. It's crazy.
I do think it's a gay hat, Sandra. I do think it's a gay hat.
That's the perfect place for those boneheads. They need to stay there. I don't want them down around me. I'll tell you that. But back to your put a shotgun in your mouth thing. That is exactly what they created anti-bullying laws for. Kids being bullied just like that in freaking school and turning around, committing suicide. These guys, that's messed up. I mean, that's messed up. To tell a veteran to make a statement like that online, that's something that can get you in a lot of trouble. And
I can tell you that with Chris, that's a lot of projection. I've done it with a lot of mentally ill veterans over the years. What he's doing is he's projecting. That's what he thinks about. And that's why he goes to that so quickly. And that's so if you're here and you're a fan of theirs, you should be encouraging him to get help.
It's kind of crazy because somebody must have gotten him worked up, because they usually don't speak that garbage on his channel, from what I understand. So
I don't watch his channel, so I don't know about any girl with green eyeshadow.
I don't watch his channel either, but I'm saying somebody's got him worked up, because he usually doesn't bring drama like that on his channel. And I would say it's probably got to do with the other side of the fence.
People in the chat. Which is weird, because he usually tells everybody, don't bring that shit here. Don't bring it up. Don't even talk about it in my chat.
So somebody is in his chat or talk to him somewhere has got him worked up about you for some reason. Because I'm sorry, portraying HG as a little stuffed dog is probably the cutest satire I've ever seen.
I appreciate that, because I didn't touch it for the longest time, and I was like, what's a really cute way of addressing this? We're talking about the channel Get Swamped. Hold on, let me pull up. They did a live stream yesterday. I'll show you what it looks like if I can find. Okay.
It's just pretty
Are
sad.
they referring to Mimi?
That. Who? What now? Huh?
Green eyeshadow girl. Are they talking about Mimi?
Here you go, Angry Vet. This is the live stream where they threatened me. It's about 7 to 8 minutes in. Just dummies. Just dummies. They're not...
Let the chat hear what they said.
The leather fetish flea was in there. You know that's where he got his hat.
Lisa thanked them after they said that. Wow.
What is it they always said? You can put lipstick and a dress on a pig, but still a pig at the end of the day.
She's definitely a pig. She's not really a health nut, you know?
Well, I was referring to Mr. Wannabe Gator Boy.
Oh, he's a tough guy.
I'm sorry. There's nothing from up north that could even resemble a southerner, and he ain't no southerner.
You know damn well he's threatened people with
Oh
those.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even have to question it. You know, he's got that mentality. Felons.
think-
Tad
They
wants
think-
you to play it with so he can hear the threat.
They think they're untouchable. Well, I'll tell you there's laws. There's laws.
So I don't want them to copyright strike me, but I will play the audio.
Put your overlay over top of it.
That's just a little bit involved.
Like that and tax a child is exactly that. Piece of shit. Amen. Find a shotgun, put it in your mouth, pull the trigger. Because you really need to. Oxygen needs. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. And that's coming from a Marine and someone in the Army. So he actually served and did proudly. And he's not angry about serving for our country. So you can go to hell. Former Marine who behaves like that, that's actually.
So that was the second part. Here's the first part.
What? It's not our read. No, not our read. There's someone who commented in a video. There's a former Marine Corps officer living in 29 Palms, California, who is a world-class piece of shit. I've got your number. Keep messing around. Happy birthday, Doc. We're going to give you a fifth. By the end of the night. Any former Marine who behaves like that and attacks a child is exactly that. Piece of shit. Amen. Find a shotgun, put it in your mouth, pull the trigger. And pull the trigger.
In what world do these people live in? You have not attacked a child in any way, shape, or form. You have not grifted off of a child. And they lost all respect right there when they said, he's a Marine from New York, whoever they were bragging about.
He was pointing to Chris. And my understanding is Chris was in the Army. So that shows me they don't understand the difference between a Marine and a soldier.
Well, being from New York right there just puts him, he's just forget about it. I don't even consider him human.
Angry
There's a lot of good.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's a lot of good people in New York, but there's also a lot of crappy people in New York.
The video, the live happened last night. I'll send you the link. I'm not going to post it because I don't want to promote their channel. But I'm going to be talking with my attorney to see what we want to do.
They need to be sticking to those crystal peens.
Right? Yeah,
the little pee-pees.
Leave me alone. So sell your crystal dildos.
Craziness.
But I'm sure people are reporting it. I'm sure something's going to happen.
Screw tube brings out the worst in people. They get those inflated egos and think they can just run off at the pie hole anytime they want to.
Look at Z's face in that video when Robbie and Chris was saying that shit. Poor Z was just his
the little skinny one.
Yeah,
the little skinny one sitting at the end of the table.
Yeah, he was. You could tell that he was ashamed of his father right then and there. Just by his behavior, he's like, "I'm not in this shit."
Yeah, you can't get my ear, can you, little shit? Dad's got headphones on today.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that court case.
Oh no, that girl was found guilty. That was in
Uh-huh.
Massachusetts or Rhode Island. I can't remember which. She was found guilty. What's a devil dog? Always a devil dog. Who? Kevin's gonna have fun. Kevin lives for stuff like this. Kevin the angry vet. That's who I'm talking about.
Once a redneck, always a redneck. They ain't rednecks.
That part.
The angry vet. Everyone should check out. He did a live stream the other day. He's got a guy out there saying that he's not a veteran. He is retired Coast Guard. He's retired Coast Guard. Oh, thank you for the memberships, Roy. We appreciate that.
Somebody needs to round up all the little A1 auditors down here in Florida. That would be a nice Christmas gift.
Hickok
I
45
agree,
had
Steve.
channels terminated for a Sunday morning live show on his range. Is he on any other platform? Is this a guy that we should tell people to go follow him? That's why, if you guys are on Rumble, let's try to get my Rumble up to 100 subscribers if we can, because people like this will attack and report my channel. And sometimes, you get shitty places. Like X used to be a shitty place when it was Twitter, before Elon bought it, where you could mass report somebody and they were never getting their account back. And it was just because, well, these people said it's bad, even though it's just groupthink rather than actually someone doing something bad. So if someone's been deplatformed and we want to help build them back up on another platform, or if they're going to redo, I don't recommend that, but I've done it myself.
Disclaimer. You better disclaimer.
That's my mental health spiral. I kept getting kicked off of Twitter and coming back.
You better put your disclaimer out there right now. We're not telling anybody to deplatform anybody.
Oh,
they will twist your words.
I'm against deplatforming. Even him, even Robbie, I am not trying to deplatform.
Let the law take care of it.
Yep, exactly.
Just like Jeremy says, let the law take care of it.
I do believe you should have that video taken down, though, for inciting violence.
The video taken down, Vice deplatforming, like, that's fine. But and that's what my lawyer may tell me to do. I don't like acting out of emotion. I'm gonna handle this very calmly and sanely. Did I see the piece on the gate page? Oh, the hate page. I haven't been on there this morning. Early this morning, I was on there.
Was it about you?
I need your Rumble link so I can post it in the chat.
Oh yeah, they're attempting to dox me.
Bless their hearts.
Let's go take a look. Let's go troll the trolls. Oh my goodness.
They think doing this will bother me. It doesn't. It doesn't bother me at all.
They're asking for your Rumble link, Mikey.
It's just Veteran Nation. I'm just all one word. The V and the N are capitalized. So yeah, if you're on Rumble, can I get a link to it from here?
You should.
Oh, holy shit, Mike. They got pictures of your son posted up on here.
That's okay. He's a cute kid. And all they're doing is digging themselves a hole. Like, go ahead, post pictures. Post pictures all day long. See, that's the thing what I know, that's not going to stop them. They're going to keep going and going and going. And here's the other reason why you should be subscribed to my Rumble. The notifications on that are way better than YouTube. So you'll get a Rumble notification. And if you enjoy watching on YouTube, you'll get the Rumble notification. You can come in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys subbing. I'm looking. Yeah, we got people watching on Rumble. Got 5 people. Whoop whoop.
Oh, looky there. The head flea has the nappy little hat on her head with the dark glasses. This is the person that can't get out of the vehicle and help. I feel sorry for that poor child having to sit on that woman's leg, especially where she lives.
Here's one thing I'll tell you about. Oh, is that the guy? What's his name? Who was bragging about shooting? Like put up his. So one guy put up his. He was shooting at a target and he put it up and was like, "Look at that," and he was only from 100 meters away. Marines don't even shoot at 100 meters. The closest we shoot is 10 shots at 200 meters. And then we do rapid. Yeah, we do 5 shots slow, 5, or it's either 5 shots slow, 5 shots rapid, or 5 shots slow, 10 rounds rapid. And then we do double that at the 300-yard line, and then we have 10 shots at the 500-yard line. So if you're sending me and saying, "Oh, trying to look how good of a shot I am," and it's from 100 yards, you're not impressing me. You're not impressing me. You show me that type of a grouping at 500 yards, I'll be very impressed. You show me it at 300 yards, I'll be like, "Damn, that's a nice group." Like, it's not really impressive, but it's like, okay, you can shoot 100 yards with a AR-15 or any other type of rifle. Okay, can you not get closer? That's why I was laughing about Adam Kinzinger. They were shooting from 10 yards away with AR-15s. That's so unsafe. So unsafe. Like,
The
that's
only thing that impresses me at 100 yards is a 22. Anything bigger than a 22, 100 yards is child's play.
right. Like, yeah, I'm like I have I've got a target of me which has a pretty good grouping, and it was a pistol at 20 yards. 20 yards of the pistol, it's hard to keep a good group. Well, I don't need to show it. I don't need to prove to anybody. But yeah, like I impressed myself with that. I was actually very close to a top shooter in my battalion right before I got out. They wanted me to come on to the shooting team where I would have learned a lot more shooting skills, but being an officer, that was never going to happen. I was too busy, had a job that was too busy. So yeah, but I mean, for rifle and pistol, once I learned how to shoot, I did pretty good. Like I'm not a sniper by any means. Like there are guys way better at shooting than me. But once I learned, I was like, okay, like never had a problem qualifying.
As ex-military, you know the sound of a 22. That's like a pling, pling. It's not loud. That's my preferred weapon living in Missouri. I mean, I hunted with it every single day, whether it be squirrels, deers, turkeys. But them bigger guns, they draw too much attention, in my opinion. I've got them, but I don't hardly ever use them. I'd rather just use my little 22.
And you always see people, you can tell the people who don't have a lot of experience because they'll say things that is so Hollywood stuff. Like I've heard people talk about a bullet going past them and them saying it was like, "Vroom." No. Like if you want to know what a bullet going by you, what it sounds like, get those little Snapdragon things that you give kids, they throw on the ground and they throw them and they snap. And that's what a bullet going by you sounds like.
Never had a bullet go by me that I'm aware of, and I really ain't planning on it anytime soon.
I mean, when you pull pits, you're literally sitting under the berm the target's in front of you and rounds are going over your head, but you've got a berm there, so you're not in any danger. So you get used to that. And then obviously when I was in Afghanistan and I did the 2 convoys I was allowed to go on, we got shot at, and they just plink on the side of the vehicles, which are up armored. But if you're up in the turret and they're going by, it's the snap. It's But yeah, you'll get people who they believe the Hollywood stuff. I they did all this stuff. Then we didn't try to give Bruce PTSD. His obsession gave it to him.
Yep.
And the other thing I'll say is this whole thing with Robbie and Chris, that was not spur of the moment. Not at all. They planned to do that. Sorry, I'm checking. See, we got Big Dirty following on. We got Winnie following. We got Sandy Mo. Thank you so much. We got Belinda, Kelly, Flippin' Adventures following. Thank you. Wow, Flippin' Adventures following me. Thank you. If Deanna is here, I did send you your package and it said it arrived. Don't know if you received it, but I hope you did, and I hope you like it.
It's probably mixed in with all them hundreds and hundreds of gifts.
Yeah, they're probably got a million packages to go through, and but it's there. When you guys get it, enjoy. Yeah,
when you send something like that, spray paint it fluorescent orange. That way it sticks out.
Well, it doesn't come from me. It comes from Fourth Wall. But I got her a shirt and some stickers and a bandana, so she can share that with Jeremy and George if she wants, or just keep it all, whatever she wants to.
Mike, if you have to think about it, send me that link.
As soon as they pick up the box, it has your emblem on the label. Like they know it's from you. So I was so excited when I got mine.
I've got to get my stickers going again. So if you don't mind, if you think about it, just throw that link in my DMs.
For the Fourth Wall?
Yeah. You did once, and I've overlooked it somehow.
That's okay. Yeah, I'll get it to you. They don't really make it prominent on their app. It always takes me just a couple minutes to find it.
But I'm gonna move my merch from Teespring over to
I was with Teespring and I didn't really like them.
Well, they don't.
I like the quality of what they have.
My stuff was always over there, and it was always underneath my videos, just below the video, in between the video and the description box. Every time it played, well, somehow or another, it's not there anymore. I know it's still logged in, it's still posting stuff, but it's just not showing when people are on my channel. So,
Big Dirt on YouTube or on Twitter responded to my tweet about the threat and said, "Wow, you triggered that guy so hard his boyfriend even got mad at you."
I never really liked Robbie to begin with because he's fake, but I did kind of have a little bit of respect for him because he was trying to stay out of the drama. But any little bit of respect I had just went right out the window last night. That's what garbage people do, is exactly what they did.
They're getting desperate because of Jeremy adding them to the lawsuit. They're all getting desperate. It's causing them to panic, and that's why they're escalating.
So it's a hashtag Jeremy, blame Jeremy, huh?
Well, see, that's happening, and they can't stop me. That's the other thing. Like me, Tug, Megan, Shizzy Wiznut, the expert, like all of us talking about this Squid, like anyone talking about it that's not on their side, they're in a panic because everything is starting to build up against them, and they feel like they're alone. And this is them lashing out. I hope this is as far as it goes, because I would not want them to pick up a weapon and hurt innocent people.
Georgie,
Which bird is
Georgie.
tapping the mic?
It's me knocking on the door for Georgie. Georgie, you notice out of all them names, all them fabulous names Mike just mentioned, not one of our names were in there.
Well, because you guys are here. You guys are here.
Well, you could have pointed at us. Shit.
There you go.
I told you, we're just mincemeat in a big, big pile of potatoes.
I mean, I get on my baby channel, but
No, I get jealous of you guys because I have to go into the office. You guys are able to stream more than I can. I get very jealous. You guys can talk about everything. You can go to breaking news. So you guys do have a leg up on me.
yeah,
just
but
have more
Jeremy's
subs
watching
for now.
you, not us.
Actually, Mr. Coop has more subs than me. I should.
As of today, I've lost 109 in 28 days.
That's okay.
It's YouTube still since I came back to the YouTube scene. It's YouTube clearing out all the dead channels and everything that over the years used to be active. Now they're dead. So that's what they're doing. It's not people actually leaving me. It's YouTube.
I had that with Twitter. I lost quite a few because I think I've got like 4,000 followers. Yeah, 4,400 followers. But they had purged about 100.
It's like I was telling Georgie the other night. The people that are watching my stuff now are not my old subscribers. They're all my new subscribers. The ones that come to our lives, they're all new. Matter of fact, it's part of your circle, part of Georgie's spawns. It's all y'all's circle that have joined me, and that's the ones that watch now.
Fun Laughter followed. Jiggy Kathy, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. If I get the Rumble up to 100 subscribers, I will be as happy as a pig in shit.
I've got to get my Rumble up and going. I had it linked and then it wouldn't work. I think it's because I got to finish setting up some stuff over on Rumble.
Rumble took me a little bit to learn, and I'm still not an expert on it. I will thank Chris Stockton, chatting with Sasquatch. He helped me quite a bit, gave me some good advice. If Flea had not jumped in this, it probably would have been over. Partially, Bubbles was also a part of that. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, man, this thing is driving me nuts with all these new features on Windows 11 here, girly girl.
Star, you're right. The debunkers are growing by the day.
Oh, our side of the fence has got way more, 10 times more than that side of the fence. If you guys haven't noticed, the main drama channel, not to be named, it's the same people in their chat over and over. They have no new growth. They've got the same bunch of haters they've always had.
Yep.
It's because their drivel that they spew from their mouth. Normal people understand it's just that it's drivel. It's bull. It's crap. It's just nastiness.
Evil.
Yeah. All the people that follow those guys over there, they're there for one reason: to get their daily dose of hatred. That's it. They're not happy unless they're unhappy. Does that make sense?
Exactly. And here's the thing, like the fun part of us speaking as fans, do we agree with everything Jeremy says?
Nope.
No.
It's just like everybody else. Everybody, everybody can choose a different way. It's just everybody's different. Go ahead, Georgie.
You're right. There have been over the years several things I disagreed with Jeremy, but I stuck by him. I didn't
Well,
turn on him. Jesus Christ.
here's my philosophy on the way Jeremy runs his channel. He does almost everything off script. It's all done right off the top of his head. And I'll tell you right now, he has got my respect, because to be able to sit there and just create a video like he does, pulling this stuff right out of midair, it is not an easy task. I mean, yes, he's been on here and he's been doing it for a long time, and it's probably become second nature to him.
Oh
But
yeah.
it is hard trying to make these videos and lives just talking, just off
Mhm.
book. And I respect that tremendously. He wouldn't be where he's at today if he wasn't doing something right. And there's always going to be some garbage dweller out there that wants to take something from somebody that's succeeding. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to hurt Jeremy as much as they can, all because they're butthurt over something somewhere down the line. I'm done.
No, you're right. I mean, and like there's other large YouTubers that are around the same realm as him, if not bigger, that's going through similar situations. Like with Robin and Brittany. They're currently having to deal with the FBI because of their stalker.
I mean, look at Tug. Tug's content normally isn't like Jeremy's. It's completely opposite. He covers the trials and all this stuff. And just look at the kind of conflict that he would have in his chats over people that disagree with his opinion. It was probably far more than Jeremy. I mean, Jeremy, he sells stuff he buys in auction or at auction. That's not controversial. What Tug does, and Megan, all them guys doing the court filings, there's always going to be two different sides to that, and they're going to voice their opinion. Welcome back.
A lot of the stuff comes down to people wanting to control others. That's why I get a lot of hate, is because people, they see what I do, they like what I do, and they want to control me to get me to do things that they think I should be doing.
No, being on this platform as long as I have, you got to be your own person.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you let the negativity rule you, your channel is not going to go anywhere. You just got to be you, and anybody that gets really nasty, just hit that block button and move on.
Yeah, just like Slug last night. We had a troll come in here, and he was like, "No, everything you're saying has been debunked." And then he was like, it took him out of it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just not feeling it anymore," and he left. Totally get it. And I told him, I said, "No, you did the right thing."
Well, you guys know I was watching, and I saw the hurt in Slug whenever that person was ripping into him, and he was trying to think of what to say, and you could just tell he was upset about it. The kid has made amends. He's working towards trying to fix things that he's messed up. He's got to be given credit for that.
And the person who was trolling, I'm familiar with that group and the way they troll. They don't care about the truth. So I don't believe anything that they were trying to say about him 1 second.
What amazes me is the stupidity of these fools that sit here and just know. They got to know deep down inside that the stuff coming from that side is just garbage. It's complete lies. It's fabricated. I mean, take for instance last night the denial that Bruce got yesterday, and how they were trying to twist it as a win on their side. I'm like, how is this a win? your boy filed for a restraining order to stop Jeremy, and it got denied. How is that a win?
Right?
It's because they're too fucking stupid to know what a damn
They were like, he can't
Court
show videos.
documents.
The thing is, like, and it's true, federal court doesn't deal in videos for the most part. They do sometimes, but they definitely deal in audio, and it can't be released. But neither side can release it, so that's perfectly fine by Jeremy.
I mean, there is no video to release.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is no video of the deposition. That was just paranoia by Bubbles. But yeah, like there are trolls out there like 4chan and Opie and Anthony trolls. They just do it for the lulz. They do not care about the truth at all.
Oh, the other side of the fence is taking that drama sales stuff and they're running with it. I mean, look at all the money they're making hand over fist now. I mean, they went from 2 to maybe 300 people watching them sell rocks to now they've got 500 to 600, watching at any given time. They're just making money, and those people over there just do not realize what they're doing.
What the idiots don't realize is their views come from a lot of us watching and screen recording everything just to send it to Jeremy.
I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Georgie, can you share that thing again?
Hold on.
Of Robbie.
PG-13.
And I'm not gonna lie.
News article?
I'm being fed this line, and it's a great line. Yes. It looks to me like Robbie and Chris had some reptile dysfunction.
Yeah.
It wasn't Chris. It was... Where did it go?
He wasn't being literal. He's speaking of last night, young lady.
Oh. Look.
I mean...
Wipe the sleepies out your eyes. You've been awake for a while now.
I woke up, I heard the bullshit happening, and I went in protect mode. I'm still trying to wake up.
Don't make me call Tat now.
I ain't scared of that kangaroo.
We'll get DJ Radisson here to get you under control.
It is too early for Tat.
See, people like it, reptile dysfunction.
Yeah, I like it.
That's what we need to do. That's how we're gonna. Okay, that's how I'm gonna combat this. Everyone, go onto Facebook, go onto YouTube, and tell Robbie to stop making threats and to deal with his hashtag reptile dysfunction. That's how we. That is how we deal with this.
A new hashtag for the pile. Let's see. We got Stop Bubbles. We got Save Harley. Now we got reptile dysfunction. The pile just keeps growing.
Should ask him if he's still trafficking illegal snakes across the world.
According to him, that was his partner. Everything was his part. Everything was his partner's fault.
That means you are accepting responsibility.
Yeah, he was forced into that, and everything was overturned. But he still
spent
went
18
to jail.
months in prison and had to pay over $2,000 in fines.
Here's where he's really stupid for saying that.
Right.
So he's in now the case with Jeremy, and if he loses and receives a sentence and says, "Oh well, I didn't mean any of it. They just kind of dragged me into it." Guess what? All those comments about his previous conviction can then be used for the judge's decision.
Mm-hmm.
And the judge can be like, well, you don't seem to have any remorse about your previous conviction. Why should I believe you for this one?
He's still crying about being called a heroin addict. I haven't done drugs in such and such amount of years. Those of you that have been an addict and are a recovered addict,
like stupid
you're still an addict. I'm an ex-addict, but I'm still considered an addict. Not of heroin, but still. Oh shit, Cat, you scared
I was
me.
addicted to nasal spray.
That is
I
a
know
thing,
it
Mike.
is.
That is a true thing. My ex-wife is addicted to that stuff.
I loved. Now this is a little bit heartless, but I did love Norm Macdonald when he talked about. He's like, yeah, so I got my uncle. He's an alcoholic, and he's like, it's the worst disease to have. And I'm like, well, I'll say, okay, it's a disease, but as far as diseases, that's like the best one to have. He's like, my aunt had cancer. He's like, instead, you've got a disease that makes me want to dance.
Exactly, Jen. We're in recovery, but we're still addicts.
Thank you, Iron Rabbit. I do appreciate it. Damn, might hit 100 today. Thank you. Naval spray. Yeah, nasal spray. Like when you have a runny nose. I've heard a couple people who were alcoholics who they gave up hard alcohol and started drinking cough syrup. And they were like, cough syrup was like that was crack to them.
That's the low income.
Oh no,
drunk.
this
method of choice was the.
This was
Yeah,
rich
Dad's
people.
was mouthwash.
And he was talking about how he gave up hard alcohol and started drinking Robitussin.
Mm-hmm.
What's the comedian? Blonde guy.
Oh, there's a couple.
Of course, Foley, the one that passed
He's
away,
still
or
alive.
he's still alive.
He married the girl from the Lakers.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I don't.
Now, Dad was a truck driver back in the day when he was a hard alcoholic, and he chose cough syrup.
Jay Moore gave up normal
Who was it,
alcohol
Mike?
to drink cough syrup and became an alcoholic on cough syrup.
Wow. Wow. I don't know. They just. I don't know what their motive is. They're just. I don't see how somebody could live every day filled with hate like that. It
have
just blows me
mental
away.
illness. They rather than deal with the issues that they have, they project. They try to cause drama to distract.
Or could it be they're just the smartest marketing geniuses on YouTube?
No, I don't think. Because the thing is, like, that's what social media does. It amplifies mental illness, and everybody wants to watch the train wreck. That's why I love watching Love After Lockup. It's career criminals who are, have mental illness or lack of education with people who have treated trauma coming together, and it's like, oh, this is going to be bad, and it is.
What is that? Reality TV on a budget.
Well, almost all reality TV is on a budget. That's why there's so many of them. It's cheap to make.
Oh man, Georgie's birdie's going live.
Wait, where's my bird? Okay.
People have been asking me, does Jeremy know about Robbie? Yes, he knows about what happened with Robbie. I 100% confirm.
Well, I hope you file something on that, because that's just. What if you actually did that? What if by some crazy stroke of stupidity these guys say that shit and then you actually did it?
My parents and my son would have a lawsuit against Chris and Robbie because it was his platform.
Couldn't it be the same type of situation where that girl talked that boy into killing himself?
They could be put in jail for it, but they definitely would be civilly liable.
Absolutely.
I've had bad feelings about people or against people in the past, but I've never wished somebody to take their life. I mean, that's about the lowest thing you can do. I just don't get it. I don't see how anybody could live with themselves after
So,
saying something
according
like
to
that.
Marla May Hughes, and here I'll put this up. Yeah,
Oh my God, here we go.
tard of all fucktards.
Oh,
So Chris Clemens put that. So I checked out, and veteran he docks his veteran nation's home and tells him, "I got your number. Keep messing around. Find a shotgun, put it in your mouth, pull the trigger." Robbie replies, "And pull the trigger because you really need to. Not gonna catch me telling anyone to kill themselves or threatening anyone online or in person. These people just want to get themselves drug into courtrooms." Marla May Hughes, if that was veteran nation, he was using a fake ID and saying some nasty things in chat about HB and others. Okay, I am now going to screenshot because I've never used any type of fake ID. Like, did I nasty things in chat about HG and others? That's an opinion. It's not correct, but it's also like it's not actionable. But saying that I was using a fake ID, 100% actual, and it's not factual. I've never used a fake ID.
I wonder how many subscribers he lost last night over that, because his channel's not based on that kind of stuff. And I imagine the people that are there are not hate-filled people like they
Michael
are over
Dean
on the other
Jr.
channel.
Here we go. He is colluding to dox me because he says my IP address doesn't lie. We'll see. Well, every time these idiots have tried to post my address, they keep getting the wrong one. So they're harassing other people.
See, this is what I like about these idiots. They will pull fabricated nonsense right out of the
there's the
midair
picture.
and accuse people of doing things with
Lisa
no
warns people that the
proof.
made up names are
No
made
proof.
up, so there's that. I don't use made up names. I've got 2 Facebook accounts, Mike Arthur and Better Nation Foundation. Those are my 2 Facebook accounts. I don't use any others. So
You know what they say, when you're sitting there pointing fingers, usually you're
Right?
the one doing it. So how many fake accounts do they have, and how many times have they went on chats? I know, just being in the hate group, that side likes to come into the hate group under
here's
the
the thing,
anonymous
VPNs
thing.
work. Yeah, break the law. Break the law. The VPN company will not protect you.
There's this thing my dad always told me and taught me. If you point a finger at somebody, there's 3 more pointing back at you.
Yep.
She's just a fucktard.
Marla's always been a fucktard. I have her blocked.
And George, you and I were just talking about that yesterday. These people have been added as defendants. It's not been judged yet. It's not been accepted, but Jeremy has added them as defendants.
Mhm.
Normal people would just
Normal
shut
people
up.
would just shut the fuck up.
But these idiots are doubling down, and
They're getting
even
violent.
worse.
And that's obvious.
It just blows my mind. I mean, if I was added to a federal case, the last thing I would be is on Facebook or YouTube or wherever running my mouth, especially about the person that's trying to get me added.
I laugh how these people are the same ones who like, you broke the law. And I'm like, okay, what law did I break? You saw it here today. What's his name came in here claiming I broke the law. Quote me the law. Because you'll find I didn't break any law.
What law was
Said
he
that
accusing you of
posting
breaking?
the picture of Lisa and Harley Grace is me breaking the law.
It's a public image.
How?
She made it public. We made it publicer.
Yep.
Yeah, anything on the internet's free game. I mean, you're not trying to make money off of it, so how is it illegal to
And
post
she
a
is trying to
public
make
picture?
money off it. She is exploiting the child.
She did make money off of it.
Yep. They're still
Exactly.
making money off of it. I mean, they've been exploiting that child. I mean, why does a 5-year-old child need Lowe's gift cards? Explain that to me. What is this 5-year-old going to build a doghouse out in the backyard with those gift
Hey,
cards?
Mike,
I
this is a
don't.
very strange channel.
Well,
We
I'm
have
the
more
fool.
trolls.
Huh?
We got more trolls. Who do we have now?
Mimi.
Oh,
Another one of
Mimi.
these. I just
Whoever that
started
is.
following Jeremy, and I just am trying to figure out what's going on. Another one of those.
Absolutely native.
Well, I know for a fact the three of us have been following Jeremy for years. Not months, not days, not weeks, years. We've seen all of this unfold, and I believe Jeremy. I don't believe anything the other side of the fence says. They're just a bunch of hatred.
Oh my God, you guys got me up to
individuals.
66 followers on Rumble. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Because if they mass report this channel and get me taken down off of here, I'll just move there. You're not going to silence me.
Exactly, Melanie. Exactly.
They're not gonna mass report you. If they try, it's gonna fail. You've done nothing against YouTube policy.
They've done it
You broke no
before,
laws.
mass reporting, and I know because I can see what actually YouTube is like. Okay, we're
Right.
going to enforce this, and whenever I appeal, YouTube backs down because it's bullshit. But what they don't realize is, as part of the algorithm, when you falsely report someone, and YouTube's like, that's false, it actually starts downweighting your reports. So when you keep doing that over and over and over, it just means you're telling YouTube, ignore everything I have to say.
Yeah, they're just wasting their time. And I'll shamelessly say, yes, I am a Jeremy Hill super fan. I enjoy his content, not just because of the lineup stuff, because the wife and I were actually wanting to start the storage facility stuff a few years ago. And yeah, I'm a super fan. Yeah. So I guess you could say I'm biased. No.
Yes, Belinda, that is exactly what Mimi said. They just now started following. And this is what the haters do. They create a new account, say, oh, I'm new to this. Can someone explain it to me?
Yeah, trying to get you to put your foot in your mouth.
We're haters.
They're just plain dumb. They're just plain dumb.
Haters of who?
Well, Miss Mimi, it's like this, sweetheart. You can go find somebody else to watch. Nobody invited you here. You came of your own free will. So, adios, amigos.
What are we haters of? I will agree with Mimi. I'm a hater of people who try to encourage others to commit suicide. I do hate that.
Part.
Yeah, I am a hater. We agree. Yeah, Marla is such an idiot that can be used against her. Like that's tortious interference. She's just proving Jeremy's case.
Yep. Oh, now let's not forget, she thinks she's a lawyer. She thinks she knows the law better than the actual lawyers.
It has been sent to them, Sharon, and I know Megan has watched it. I don't know about Tug, but I know Megan has.
I could just hear Tug now. That Tug's going to blow his seal going off on that. You hardly ever hear Tug blowing his top, but boy, when he gets mad, you can hear it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and do that. Sorry, we're
right, Mercedes?
What's that?
She said Marla can't even get off her couch.
No, and that's what's funny. She's such a a big fighter for the nasty neighbors. She only lives like 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes away, and she's never been there. Never been there to help her poor friend. Oh my poor friend. Then why ain't you over there helping her? Did anyone see Marla in the photos putting up the fence? Did anybody see Marla bringing Christmas gifts to Harley? Anybody see Marla doing anything other than typing nastiness on the internet? The answer is no. See, people in the chat probably don't realize with us being fans, we're three of the few channels that have been there from day one. Okay. We're not lawyers. We're not podcasters. You know, we just fans that are bringing our thoughts and ideas to this situation. And we're probably the only three channels that are actually super fans that's been there for the whole thing.
Marla the Embezzler. Marla has been like in this since day one, just saying the dumbest shit.
Yep. It's like, okay, you've got 150-foot stupid tree, and it's like she hit every flipping branch all the way down that thing and then climbed back up the sucker. Oh, I see them wheels turning. Smoke's fixing to come out of Mike's ears.
No, I'm just reading all the stuff about Marla, and it's like, yeah, here's what Marla's thing is. She hates Jeremy, has hated Jeremy for a while, and just jumped on board and just says any type of bullshit. Like she really pulls things out of nowhere.
And here's my question. Why? What has Jeremy done to any of these people?
The thing is, when you're out there in public, and I recognize this, there's always going to be people who just hate you. They just hate you. There's maybe you remind them of a family member they don't like, or maybe you look like the guy that touched them when they were a kid or something like that. But whatever reason it is, they just don't they just won't like you. And the thing is, if you're going to do this type of thing, you just have to accept that.
Sorry, I had to walk away for a minute. I needed more coffee.
I don't know. It just drives me nuts sometimes thinking about it. I mean, that's like I was fussing with somebody over in the hater group. Somebody put up a post about Jeremy driving by filming every day. Well, if I lived across the street from a nut job that's pulling guns on innocent people for no reason whatsoever, I would film for my own safety too. You know what their argument is? Well, why don't he go the other way? Why should he? Why should he add a couple of miles to his trip going to the schoolhouse instead of just driving down the road and filming for his own protection? He don't post every bit of that footage that he films. He does it for his own safety.
PJ. Sorry.
What happened?
She made a comment and I wanted to address it. She had a traumatic thing that happened in her life.
I read it. It's very sad, PJ. Sorry to hear that. And see, that's just like that dummy said last night. Who's to say that that didn't trigger some or wouldn't trigger somebody? I mean, Mike, you've openly admitted you have PTSD. Who's to say that wouldn't have triggered you to do that exact same thing? I'm not saying you would, but he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Those are the kind of words that you just do not say.
No.
Has anyone on our side of the fence ever said anything that horrendous? I'm still waiting on the proof of all of the death threats and all of the vile text messages they say they get every day. I've never seen one. Have you, Mikey?
The what?
They say they get death threats every day and they get harassments. Have you ever seen a screenshot of a death threat or a text message or an email from that side of the fence?
It's all in there.
Nope.
It's all in there.
Never. I will tell you this. I do believe Jeremy when he says he gets them, because as small a channel as I have, 7 years ago, I was getting them. Back when I was moving a lot, and my channel was picking up steam, I was getting them and I was small.
I get threats from Gay-Tor people.
Oh my. It just baffles me. It's one of those things that you sit there and you scratch your head trying to figure out. Can society get any stupider? Honestly believe our IQ as Americans, well, as world citizens, have come down since social media, because it's allowing people to do some of the most horrendous things. I'm done.
My house smells great right now because I made banana bread in the bread machine today.
Ooh.
So I'm going to try it. Hopefully it works.
I did chili yesterday all day.
Kat, trust me on this. Veterans are worse to other veterans than they are to anyone else. I have seen, and because there's veterans who think that because they're a veteran, they're above reproach, that you should trust me. I don't believe that. I don't believe me being a veteran, like I'm going to be more knowledgeable about veteran issues and military issues because I've lived it. I'm going to be more knowledgeable than most people, but that doesn't make me some special person. It doesn't mean I'm more moral or I'm smarter or better than anybody. And, veterans get really pissed at fellow veterans because they'll buy into this belief and then attack another veteran and, based off that belief system and get really pissed when it gets shot down.
I see Mama and I were talking about that exact same thing you were just talking about the other day. Okay. I have mad respect for all veterans. My whole family has been in the military, every branch in the military, all the way back. But veterans are just like non-veterans. You have good ones, you have bad ones. They're no more special. Yes, thank you for serving our country. You did a fabulous job, but that doesn't make you a perfect person.
Yeah.
Vets are just like normal people. There's good ones and bad ones.
With any group that tries to take moral superiority, you'll see it in your church. There's that person who goes to church every single weekend and they do all this volunteer work, but you then find they're very judgmental. That happens a lot of time because they believe they have moral superiority.
I have a lot of fabulous people that are friends of mine that I would easily defend in a heartbeat that are veterans, and they feel the same way about me. But I'm not a veteran, but I'm no better, no worse than a veteran. And when some of these vets get on and they start, I only trust veterans. I'm sorry, I don't trust anybody else. Well, have that shit. I know a lot of trustworthy people that aren't veterans that would lay their life down right alongside a veteran. I hope I'm not sounding evil there, Mike.
I know veterans who are cowards. I've seen it. So, everything that you have in civilian life, you get the same thing with veterans.
I feel the only difference is veterans have actually put their life on the line to defend this country. And for that, they have to be appreciated. Whether they're a piece of shit or not, they still have to be appreciated because they stepped up when time was tough. But that doesn't give them a pass just because they want to be a piece of shit. That makes sense? This guy that did this last night is a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. AVA is right on board. Yeah. There are definitely veterans with YouTube channels think they're better because of the work they put in. Yeah. That there's no front without the rear. Very true. Very true. I always just said I wasn't a combat, veteran. Like I don't have a combat action ribbon, but I did my job and I did it well.
I'm sorry for getting a little steamed up there, but that's been some of the topics of conversation around the dinner table here lately with me and Mama, and I just get fired up when people want to put themselves against above others, and they're no better. They're just no better. I mean, anyway, I'm done with that. I'm shutting up.
Now,
I have mad respect for you, Mike, and that'll never change. It's just hearing that guy last night just really has got me aggravated.
I did kind of go off on a viewer a little bit, not bad, but I did my thing about the government shutdown the other day, that video, and they came in and pretty much said I was lying. They said bullshit, that the military, that they knew someone who was military that did not get back pay from a government shutdown, and I was like, show me the specifics, tell me exactly what shutdown you're referring to, and I'll prove you wrong, because every government shutdown, the military gets back pay. There isn't a time where they haven't. And that, when challenged, give details. Tell me which one. Now, it's all public record. I can pull the shit up. And that person then said, well, whoever's not a liar. No, you got bullshitted. And I'm telling you, I know this. Well, boss, do me a favor. Message me offline. Because I want to add you as a mod. And I need your @name.
Oh yeah, when you do it through Studio, it's difficult. But when you just click their name and add them as a standard moderator in the chat, it's so much easier.
Can I do that?
Yeah. That's why I had him comment.
The little 3 dots on the side, that'll give you the power to do it right there in the chat.
See, you guys are teaching me.
I learned it from Georgie.
His @name is weird when you try to add him through Studio. I had difficulties myself. So I just called him in my chat and I grabbed him and made him a mod.
Nancy, that idiot on Robbie's channel last night is what got me riled up. For somebody that claims to be a veteran to tell another veteran to stick a gun in their mouth and pull the trigger, that gets me riled up, because that's not just a veteran thing. It's anybody thing. Anybody that tells somebody to do that just really burns my butt. I mean, I have zero respect, and I don't hate anybody, but somebody that does that is literally tipping the scale to be on the hate side of it. I mean, he's a piece of crap. It's just plain and simple. I urge anybody, do not spend another dime with those filthy people. For someone to say, I'm shutting up because I'm getting madder and madder.
No, say it.
No, I'm done. I don't want to. I'm fuming right now.
Here's the good thing: we're already over 2 hours, so I will be wrapping this up here shortly.
But we're having fun.
And no, I am not going live this morning. I think we're going to do it later this afternoon. But
yeah,
don't scream
my blood pressure is just too up there to try and go live.
I got my little thing my notebook. I got to write down all these clips I got to start getting.
Yes, Miss Nancy. Robbie is the newest defendant being added to the case.
What got him riled up was the threat, them encouraging me to take my life with a shotgun. That's what got Coop riled up.
And me.
Yeah.
I'm madder now than I was last night about it. It's just, I don't know. It brings up bad memories, bad thoughts.
Yeah. And it's funny because I was just talking with AVA about, bad memories and thoughts just the other day. And it can be tough.
AVA, what's up? Lilu.
I have a friend who I am trying so hard to get over onto YouTube and to get an interview with Mike. He does a lot to help with the 22 a day. Y'all have heard me talk about him, Combat Clock on TikTok.
72 followers. Thank you guys on Rumble. Oh, I got to add to the thing here, reptile dysfunction. I'm gonna put it on Facebook too. I'll wait. But just if you guys watch the haters group on Facebook, I'm gonna post it in there with reptile dysfunction.
I see my little Lou and my Spiffy.
Yeah, the VA does a horrible job with mental health. Every time they tell you to switch your therapist, it puts you a step back. And it becomes very discouraging. And AVA knows because he's been jerked around so much by the VA. More like brain dysfunction. We'll see. I try, Sue. You know, if you can't have fun, I don't know what the point of doing this is. Like, I don't do this to get mad. I don't do this to tell others to take their own lives with a shotgun. Like, if that's why you're on YouTube, find something else. Like, go build a birdhouse. I like the background of the birds.
Yeah, she's a bit talkative this morning.
The only time I don't like birds is when I'm trying to sleep in the morning.
That's why they live in the living room and not in my bedroom anymore.
But I've got my cat who touches my face every morning. Like,
hey, I'm hungry. Get up and feed me.
I have an automatic feeder. He knows when it goes off.
That's like mine. They have one of those big ass feeders that has the gallon jug on top of it. They have full access to food at all times, but they still scream at me because they want food. I'm like, you have food, bro.
Gives Lil Lou a breakfast muffin. Is that a euphemism?
So Lil Lou and Spliffy learned what an Alabama slammer was last night. Or no, an Alabama jammer.
I was about ready to say we used to do Alabama slammers when I was in college.
I think you should look up Urban Dictionary what that actually means.
An Alabama slammer?
It's a sexual act.
Well, it used to be a shot.
Well, there's a shot too, but in Urban Dictionary, there's a sexual. But an Alabama jammer is even worse than a slammer.
I can't put that on the
No.
show, but that's just funny. Now I got to look up Alabama jammer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there's an Alabama log jammer. Is that it?
No, just jammer.
There's an Alabama
If
hammer.
you can't find it, I'll send it to you.
You might need
Why
to
did-
send it to me because there's Alabama log jammer, Alabama hammer. There's the rammer jammer.
That sounds familiar to me.
Rammer jammer. It's the song. Or it's the
Rammer
band.
jammer, give them hell, Alabama.
Rammer jammer was the band that sang the song Black Betty.
Awkward silence. Well done, Georgie.
Yeah, that's the Alabama Slammer, but where's the Alabama Jammer?
Stop, Blue.
Maybe I had it backwards. Yeah, the one with the condom.
Yep.
It's Spliffy's fault. He brought up Alabama white sauce in the server last night. And I'm like, dude, if you want to have sex with your cousin, just tell us.
Roll Tide. Yeah, we're gonna be going, Stacy. We're gonna be wrapping this up. It's 2 hours. I don't need to be streaming all day. You guys,
Oh, dear Lord.
you guys are doing a stream later on today, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Lulu.
Do me a favor and use hashtag reptile dysfunction.
You didn't even see my name down there, did you?
I did see it. I didn't mention it, but I did see it. I love that. Because if we can get that trending, oh my God, they will lose their shit.
Spliffy said, don't you fucking blame me. You're the one that said you wanted to try Alabama white sauce.
Besides Mississippi, Alabama's right there on the bucket list. My ex-wife's family's from So, Mississippi. SOSO. Probably one of the last, what can I say, racist communities on earth. I mean, when I first married my first wife, we went there to visit her grandparents, and that town was actually segregated right down the middle. Probably not that way now, but it was then. Pretty bad.
I do want to issue a challenge to everyone. If you're ever out walking around and in the wild you run into Georgie, boop her on the nose.
Boop, boop, just boop.
She's gonna be out at Dollar General and some random person's gonna boop her.
The Dollar General. Have you seen those girls on TikTok? I think it's TikTok. The Dollar General girls. I know Georgie's probably seen them.
No.
Oh my God, they are so hilarious. They talk about their visits to the Dollar General.
Dollar General.
Yeah, General. I'm gonna have to find that now, because now that we got the beast up and going, I can literally play videos now. I tried it last night. It worked.
All right, folks. I think I'm gonna start wrapping this up.
All right, brother man.
I have a cat screaming at me at the window.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, as always, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Had a blast. Had a blast.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go clean my shotgun.
Good one. Good one.
All right, guys. Make sure you go and you subscribe to Georgie and Mr. Coop's channel. Excuse me. Check out their live stream if they do it later on today. Hashtag reptile dysfunction. Also, make fun of. Excuse me. Make fun of Robbie and Chris today, because apparently they need attention, and that's what weak men, when they need attention, they issue threats. So give them the attention. But thank you all for being here. I might be doing a coffee stream tomorrow. If not, you'll get some type of content from me tomorrow. But you all make sure you go to veteranationfoundation.com, buy some of our merch. I will be getting the Vagination rocks up there very soon. I've got a couple rocks and I've got some paint. I'll start making those up. And beyond that, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze, and birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.